The decision on who will become Dallas's next police chief rests on only one person.
I'll weigh all voices and understandings of what I hear and pick up.
But before TC Broadnax makes that call, the city manager will hear from a lot of voices. Public input started in November with more than 45 responses, a survey of Dallas residents listing the top qualifications for a new chief. Someone who can reduce crime led the way, followed by transparency and building community trust.
The survey is a guide, and it's very basic.
But Rene Martinez admits that's an important starting point for questions he plans to ask today. He's one of 6 stakeholder panels interviewing each of the 7 finalists for Dallas's next police chief.
So far, these guys are nailing it. Pretty impressive responses.
George Aranda represents the National Latino Law Enforcement Association on the police employee panel, a role he filled during Dallas's last chief search in 2017 as well.
Well, it's a little different, because of COVID, right? We're used to having face-to-face interviews with the candidates.
That virtual experience will continue Wednesday as police chief finalists will face a 3-hour live question and answer with city council members. 2 full days of interviews that could give the city manager a fuller picture of potential favorites.
That may be a much smaller group based on the feedback we receive when I actually sit down and have a conversation with them on Thursday.
And Broadnax adds he'll likely take the weekend to think it over and then make the hire the following week, in time for a new chief to take over a department battling an increase in violent crime by the start of the new year. In Dallas, I'm David Goins.